everyone, and welcome back to another video. In this one, I'm going to be doing a best class setup as well as a weapon guide for the Daemon 3XB submachine gun here in Black Ops 4. So that's the thing, guys, if you didn't already know, with Black Ops 4 update 1.17, every single submachine gun unanimously got a buff, and the two weapons that were buffed the most were the Switchblade submachine gun as well as the Daemon. So with that in mind, that's how come what I'm going to be doing in this video is a best class setup as well as a weapon guide for the Daemon, which, if you guys didn't already know, you originally got the Daemon by making it up to tier 50 of Operation Absolute Zero. However, if you never played during Operation Absolute Zero, which was the operation that lasted from December 2018 till February of 2019, you can still get your hands on the Daemon, being that if you're lucky enough to be able to get the Daemon Mark II, which is currently in reserve drops, you can of course go ahead and use this particular weapon. And interestingly enough, the Daemon was the first ranged weapon that was added into Black Ops 4, and I would say that when the Daemon released, it was a little bit overshadowed by the SWAT, and there are a couple reasons why, and that's first of all, the SWAT is an indirect remake of the SWAT from Call of Duty Black Ops 2, as well as it of course was a fully automatic assault rifle. So with all that in mind, it means that a lot of people gravitated more towards the SWAT than they did for the Daemon, and I used the Daemon pretty shortly after it got released into Black Ops 4, and when it originally got released back in December of 2018, it was a pretty weak submachine gun, and a lot of people were turned away from the weapon because it is of course a burst fire submachine gun. However, fast forwarding to update 1.17 where the weapon got buffed, I would say that is easily a top tier submachine gun in the current state of Black Ops 4. So if you haven't tried out the Daemon in a little while, make sure you go ahead and do so. You guys will not be disappointed. Also, if you are new to my channel and you don't know what I am going to be doing in this video, and that's at the beginning of the video, I am going to be discussing the Daemon submachine gun, then I am going to be moving over to a really awesome creator class for the weapon, and of course finally I am going to be talking about a couple things that you want to know about the Daemon before you go ahead and use it. Also guys, if you are enjoying this video, make sure you go ahead and leave a like on it down below. Let's go ahead and see if we can break 10 likes on this video. That'd be absolutely amazing. And yeah guys, now that I got the intro out of the way, let's actually dive right to the video. Alright, so of course starting off, the Daemon is a burst fire submachine gun. However, the burst delay is extremely low, so that means if you have a fast trigger finger, it means that you can basically turn this weapon fully automatic. Now, as mentioned a little bit earlier, how you unlock the Daemon was by making it up to tier 50 of Operation Absolute Zero, as well as if you are lucky enough to get the Mark II variation of the weapon out of a reserve drop. Overall, the Daemon submachine gun is a very consistent weapon in the game, and if you want to excel when using this particular weapon, try to stick to close to medium range engagements. Interestingly enough, even though this weapon technically is a burst fire submachine gun, the hipfire spread on the weapon is quite decent, and it means that you can very effectively take out opponents while hip firing when you are going to be using this weapon. However, of course, since it is a burst fire submachine gun, it means that you can effectively take out enemies at medium range, and if you control the recoil, you can somewhat effectively take out enemies at long range. However, the damage really starts to drop off at those longer ranges, so make sure to keep that in mind when you are going to be using this weapon. Now, as mentioned a little bit earlier in this video, the Daemon did end up getting buffed with update 1.17, so what I am going to be doing right now is going over the buff for the Daemon. So first of all, Treyarch created a 5-shot kill range for this weapon. Beforehand, there was no 5-shot kill range for the Daemon, and the 5-shot kill range is out to 7.5 meters. The 6-shot kill range got changed from 11.5 meters to 19 meters. The 7-shot kill range got changed from 19 meters to 25 meters, as well as finally the 8-shot kill range got changed from 25 meters to 32 meters. So that means, simply put, this weapon is going to be more deadly at all ranges, especially close range. Alright guys, so now I am going to be moving over to the creator class portion of this video, and of course, as you can see, the creator class is going to be on your screen right now. So starting off, of course, we are going to be using the Daemon 3XB submachine gun with that Soul Eater reactive camo. I'm not gonna lie, the Soul Eater camo looks really nice on this particular weapon, so that's how come of course we are going to be using it. Moving over to our first attachment, we are going to be using an ELO sight, and that's just because personally I'm not a huge fan of the iron sights on this particular weapon, so that's how come I'm going to be using an ELO sight. Moving over to our second attachment, we are going to be using hybrid mags, just so that way we can reload a little bit quicker, as well as we'll have a little bit more ammunition, which is always useful, especially since this is a submachine gun. For our third attachment, we are going to be using rapid fire, which is going to be bumping up the rate of fire, therefore making this weapon a lot more deadly. And of course, moving over to our final attachment, we are going to be using high caliber, which is really useful because if you get a headshot with this particular weapon, it's going to be significantly increasing the time to kill. So whenever you are going to be using this weapon, especially if you are going to be using this creator class, make sure you go ahead and and aim for the head. For our piece of gear, we are going to be using Stim Shot, and then for our perk setup, our first perk is going to be Scavenger, as well as our second perk is going to be Ghost. Now the reason why I have Scavenger is because of course we do not run out of ammunition, and Ghost is extremely useful because it means that we're going to be staying off the radar if the enemies of course do end up calling in a UAV. So yeah guys, that's of course going to be it for the creator class portion of this video. Now I am going to be talking about a couple things that you want to know about this particular class setup before you go ahead and use it. So overall, after update 1.17, the Daemon is an extremely powerful as well as consistent submachine gun in the game. We are going to be using this weapon, try to stick to close to medium range engagements, as well as make sure to aim for the upper body as well as the head. As mentioned a little bit earlier, if you do end up getting a headshot, it's going to be significantly increasing the time to kill. So with that in mind, make sure you aim for the head. So yeah guys, that's of course going to be it for the weapon guide portion of this video. Now I am going to be moving over to a live commentary of me using this particular class setup live in Black Ops 4. So yeah guys, enjoy the live commentary. Alright guys, so of course hello everyone and welcome to the live commentary portion of this video. And of course, as you can see, this is the creator class that we are going to be using. Now that's the thing, when I originally got my hands on the Daemon submachine gun back in December of 2018, I didn't really use it too much. However, after I heard people talking about this particular weapon and how good it is after update 1.17, I went ahead and used it. I'm not gonna lie, this weapon is absolutely unstoppable in the current state of Black Ops 4. So yeah guys, now that I got the intro out of the way, I will see you when I join up into my first game. Alright guys, so of course as you can see, we are going to be joining up into our first game, and this time we are going to be playing a game of standard TDM here on Slums. And of course as you can see, I am going to be using the brand new Specialist Spectre. So with that in mind, let's go ahead and see exactly how well we can do in this game. And that's the thing, of course, as mentioned a little bit earlier in this video, I'm not gonna lie, this particular Soul Eater reactive camo looks really nice on this particular weapon, and it looks like there might be some enemies coming around this side of the map. However, looks like there's one person over here, and my teammate took out that person. Wait a second. Alright, there's another kill, as well as there's a person behind me and we got stabbed. However, of course it is not too big of a deal. And there we go, that's another kill. As well as another one, and wait a second. Alright, looks like there's another person over there, however we have to be careful. And there's another kill. Let's go ahead and throw the smoke grenade down. There's one kill. As well as there's two. Okay, let's go ahead and call in this UAV. And my teammate took out the knifer, so that was extremely close. And there's another kill, and there's of course a counter UAV. Not gonna lie, starting off this particular game, we are doing pretty decent, and let's go ahead and pick up this Titan as a secondary weapon because neutralized. It looks like the enemies are trying to flank a lot, so we have to keep that in mind. And there's another kill. Now right now I am going to be playing a little bit more passively because of course we are getting pretty close to this sniper's nest, and right now I'm not completely sure where the enemies are going to be. Alright, and luckily enough my teammates did end up calling in a UAV, which is really useful, and there we go, that's the Merciless as well as of course the sniper's nest. So let's go ahead and call it in. And right now it looks like a lot of the enemies are going to be mid-map, so we have to keep that in mind. And it looks like there's going to be a person coming around over here, so let's go ahead and hopefully take him out with the Spectre. There's one, and this person's gonna try to shoot down my sniper's nest, so we took him out. There's another person, took him out as well. Currently going 15-1, so that's really good in my opinion. And my teammates as well as myself did end up taking the lead, so that's really good. As well as unfortunately, the enemy team did end up shooting down my sniper's nest. However, it's not too big of a deal. I am happy that of course it was able to get a couple kills. And there's another kill, that was extremely close. Let's go ahead and heal up as well as call in this UAV.
Commencing system intrusion.
There's another kill, as well as the Ruthless Medal. And alright, looks like I got into a lobby where the enemy team has a ton of missiles because they shot down my UAV, my counter UAV, as well as my sniper's nest, which is pretty crazy. However, it's not too big of a deal. There's one, and there's the Relentless. Okay. We're currently on the 21. And alright guys, so of course that's going to be the game. I'm going 33-2. Really awesome game in my opinion, and of course I will definitely take it. Alright guys, so of course that's where I'm going to be ending off this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, don't forget to leave a like on it down below, as well as make sure to subscribe and turn on post notifications so that you guys will not miss a new upload from me. Again guys, this was the creator class I used for this video, so yeah, that's of course going to be it for this video. I hope to see you in the next one.